Hi second graders, Mrs. Shook again. We're back with Grade 2 Skills, Unit 1, Lesson 13, working with two-syllable words with short vowels. Let's get started. So our learning goals for today, being able to read double consonant sounds and spellings, blend and read two-syllable words, read and spell words with the ing ending, and then read a given text and answer questions about that text. We're going to start by reviewing some of the double consonant spellings we've learned before. So for the sound B, sometimes, look at the power bar, only sometimes will it be spelled a double B like in rubbing. Or the sound D, like in add, will be spelled with two Ds, sometimes. The K in hiccup might be a double C, or the K in black might be a CK. Egg, the G sound, is a double G. Stuff, the F sound, is a double F. Bell, that L sound is a double L. Napping, sometimes the P sound will be a double P. Sitting, sometimes the double T will be how you spell the T sound. Dress, sometimes a S is with a double S. Buzz, sometimes the Z sound is with a double Z. Swimming, sometimes you'll get that sound with a double M. Running, sometimes the N will be a double N. And I'm saying sometimes on all of these because the line is so small. Ferret, the is a double R. Okay, today we're going to talk about syllables. We know that words are made up of syllables. Every syllable has one and only one vowel sound, like a, I, etc. Words can have multiple syllables. They might have one syllable, 2, 3, 4. They could have multiple syllables, or just one. So when we read a word, look at each syllable, sound out, and then blend, sound out, and blend the next syllable, and then put them together. So we're going to do some practice. Our first word is right here. So these first three letters make up the first syllable of this word. B, A, S. B, A, S. Bass. And then the second syllable are the last three letters for this word. K, A, T. K, A, T. Cat. So I have bass, cat, basket, basket, basket. Let's try some more. Join me on this one. We have two syllables. Here's our first syllable. Here's our second. So, k, a, t, cat, and f, I, sh, fish. Cat, fish. Cat, fish. Catfish. Catfish. Okay, another word. First three letters are again the first syllable, last four the last. Him, self, self. Himself, himself. So the word is himself, like he was talking to himself. Okay, our next word. Our first syllable are the first three letters. We have sun, and then tan. Sun, tan, sun, tan, suntan. The word is suntan. Okay, this one's longer. Okay, we've got a syllable here and a syllable here. So again, two syllables. Dust, 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 and pan. Dust, pan, dust, pan, dustpan. Dustpan. Like when you sweep all the dirt into a dustpan. Okay, now a word from our story. ban, 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 it, dit, bandit, 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 bandit. We had a cat bandit in our story. Great job. And our next one, we have ick, ick, pick, ick, nick, pick, nick, pick, nick, picnic. We might go to the park and have a picnic. Okay. First two letters, last two letters. Up, up, set, set, upset, upset, upset. Good. All right. Okay. Two syllables. In, vent, invent, invent, invent. Okay, let's try out this one. On, con, test, test, contest, contest. Okay, so remember, a syllable is part of a word. Each syllable has one vowel sound. All the words we just did had two syllables. And words can have one or more syllables to make up the word. So read each chunk and then put it together. Contest, contest. All right. We talked last time about double vowel sounds. And this time, when you add the suffix ing, a suffix is part of the word at the end. So you add it to the end of the word. It's telling you that something is happening now. ing. Say that. Ing. It's happening now. Like I might be running, eating, talking, dancing. I'm doing it right now. So when you change a word from rub, just, rub your hands, or I am rubbing my hands, when you make it rubbing, if you have a single consonant at the end, you're going to double it. You're going to double it as you add the ing. So you see they have rub. To add the ing, they added another b, ing. So from rub to rubbing. If you have a single consonant at the end, you're going to double it. Now, if you're down here for like drift, you won't double that. You would just put the ing. But, for example, sit, or sitting would have the two T's at the end. All right, so we see it went from rub to rubbing. They doubled the B, added ing, made it a double consonant at the end. So we're going to practice a few together. They did rub, rubbing. Now we're going to do dab, dab. Okay, dab. But if you're doing it right now, you're dabbing. So we're going to double what letter? Double the B. Dabbing. Dab to dabbing. Good. Okay, I might chop, but right now I am chopping. So what am I going to do? Double the letter P. Chopping. Very good. So if you're adding the ing and you have a single vowel consonant sound at the end, you're going to double the spelling to add the ing. Okay, you're going to practice a few more of those on your Google Forms at the end of the lesson. Okay, today we're going to reread the story, The Chicken Nugget. We're rereading the story and answering some questions about it. When you reread something, it's a great chance to, one, catch more details, remember more details, learn the story better, but also you become a better reader because it's already familiar. You know what's going to happen. So you're just getting better at reading the words, timing, your fluency, and you just sound better and become a better reader. Okay, so here's our story. Again, our table of contents. If you have the reader, the chicken nugget is on page 6. Okay. All right, before we start, last time you put some events in order. We'll work together to talk about the story in order. What happened first, all the way to the end. Okay, the first thing that happened in the story. What can you remember? What happened first? How did the story start? Good, it started off first that Hank put the plate with the chicken nugget in the sink. So that's how it started off. The cat was sleeping, chicken nuggets in the sink. Good. Next. What happened next? Good. Next, the smell of the chicken nugget woke the cat up and he's like, I need a plan. He had to put a plan in order. After that, what happened after that? After he thought about making a plan, after that part, he went and got he put the plan into action. He went and got all of the boxes. He made the stairs up by the sink. And finally, the ending of the story was what? Yeah, the cat bandit went up and got the chicken nugget. Munch, munch, munch. It was all gone. Great job putting things in order from beginning to the end. Okay, here's our cat bandit chart, adding to it the chicken nugget story. This is when he stole the chicken nugget. I noticed a similarity here. The title of the story is usually what he's stealing. In the hot dog, he stole a hot dog. In the chicken nugget, he stole a chicken nugget. Where was it? This time it was in the sink. He got it by running up the boxes, and the sound words in the story were sniff and munch. Oop, too far. Okay, let's read the chicken nugget again. All together. Hank set his dish in the sink. He left a big chicken nugget on the dish. The nugget was still hot. The smell of chicken drifted up from the sink. It drifted into the den. The cat bandit was napping in the den. But he was sniffing as he slept. Sniff, sniff, sniff. The cat bandit sprang up. He ran in and spotted the chicken nugget in the sink. He sat a bit, thinking up a plan. Then he went to the closet and got a bunch of boxes. He set up a box. Then he set a big box next to that box. Then he set the biggest box next to the sink. The cat bandit set off running. He ran up the boxes, hopping from box to box. Then munch, munch, munch. That was the end of the chicken nugget. And you can see him setting up the boxes, eyeing that chicken nugget in the picture. Okay, now that we're done reading, you feel free to read the story again. There's going to be a few questions about this story, again on Google Forms, as well as typing out the words, adding the ing. Remember, we're doubling the ending consonant if there's just one. Also, a take-home for tonight is to reread the hot dog that we've read before to a family member and to talk about it. And that is all. Have a great day, guys. Good job.